For decades, America has been iconic for the way the highway system and car culture have shaped the design of our cities. Today, as city streets become more congested and the population becomes more environmentally conscious, a movement to reshape the way our cities are designed may be beginning. Students at Clemson might relate to this issue, as driving on campus has recently become more and more hectic. In this video, we look at how cities around the country have started to improve their own biking infrastructure and how these changes have changed the public perception of biking in those areas. We also look at where biking infrastructure in Clemson is lacking and how making it easier to bike on campus might impact the lives of the students, faculty, and visitors of Clemson University. To back up our findings, in addition to finding articles about cities where bike culture has started to take over, we conducted an interview with Heather Kimbrell, a senior architecture major who bikes to campus every day from her apartment on Sloan Street behind downtown.
I wouldn't say there are many things that make biking easy. I don't know, bike lanes are few and far between.
Because of biking lanes' proximity to regular car lanes, the bike rider's safety is of vital importance to a bike lane's design. Though, almost equally important is how safe the rider actually feels while using the lane. Clemson has made some attempts at adding bike lanes. There are dedicated bike lanes on either side of Highway 93 approaching Douthat Hills. At other spots on campus, such as Calhoun Drive and Furnow Street, bike traffic is encouraged using only markings on the pavement and offer no protection at all. It's hard to blame bikers for not feeling safe while using these lanes. A report on newly added protected bike lanes in large cities evaluated how different kinds of bike safety improvements affected public perception of biking as a viable and safe alternative to driving. Cities like Washington, D.C. and Chicago added 3-foot buffers between car lanes and bike lanes with plastic flex posts acting as barriers. Portland took this separation one step further by creating a 7-foot buffer zone decorated with planters to also beautify the area. The study found that adding any kind of buffer, especially either on concrete divide or plastic flex posts, resulted in a significant increase in the perceived safety of the lanes. Clemson has one great example of this kind of separation on Cherry Road leading to Douthat Hills, where they've recently added speed bumps to intermediate flex post barriers. However, Clemson will have to continue making these kinds of improvements to see a drastic shift in the number of students who choose to bike.
My roommate bikes to campus daily. Other than that, I have one friend that I know of who bikes from Thornhill. That's it.
A study at the University of Maryland found that both those that did and didn't usually bike to campus thought that adding bike lanes would make them more likely to start biking or bike more often. From a study conducted at Ohio State University, it was found that people would be more likely to bike to campus if those around them also bike, showing that it is safe to bike to and from campus. Even though Heather has been lucky, accidents between bikes and vehicles do happen. Over a 17-year period, it was found that the medical cost for bicycle injuries was $237 billion. In a study to determine injury severity to bicyclists, it was found that the bicyclist injuries were the same whether they were hit in a bike lane or in the regular traffic lane. This means that the best way to reduce the injury that the biker sustains would be to create a physical barrier between the vehicles and bikes. Increasing the number of bike lanes in an area was found to decrease traffic congestion, which reduces the likelihood of dangerous biking accidents with both motorists and pedestrians. After researching the effect of bike lanes in heavily populated areas, we believe that would be incredibly beneficial for Clemson to improve the biking infrastructure around campus. With the addition of more and better protected bike lanes, students will feel safer biking on campus. And as people begin to see biking at Clemson as a safe and viable option, more and more people will decide to start biking, leading to a much needed reduction in the congestion on campus.